last time she was here. And so give it up for Kelly Robertis. Woo!
Thank you. That's going to be hard to follow that song. All right. Okay. I'm going to fuck the disclaimer again. Okay. You're not in trouble. You're in transition. I love that saying from Reverend Carlson. It made me flash back to a time in my life when I started seeing a psychiatrist. My boyfriend had died suddenly, and I was in a big existential angst. Don't be sad. It was sad. But on the positive side, for over a year, the nice doctor lady gave me as much time off work as I wanted, and plenty of Xanax scripts. I went to Thailand and Palm Springs. Felt pretty relaxed in both. In our last session, she cut me off. No more scripts or return to work letters. She said that I needed to get back in the saddle, metaphorically speaking, and start dating again. Well, I didn't want to do that, so she gave me a quasi-art therapy assignment. It's good to take action, she says. Pretend it's school. I'm not good at pretend or school. But I listened. She says, make potato prints. It's very relaxing. Get some dye, put it in a bowl, then take a long sheet of paper, apparently butcher paper's best, then cut a potato in half and make prints. You can do it for hours, she says. It sounded strange, but I want to be a good student, play for the winning team. So I asked her the important question, raw or baked? She is now known as the potato lady. I go to the Dominick's to pick out a potato, but there are too many to choose from, and I deem that assignment stupid anyway. So I head over to the bulk candy. And since gummy bears take so much effort chewing, I get my new favorite, the Swedish fish. I scoop some into a bag and scent something off. I grab a red one by its tail and notice it's not a Swede at all. It's an imposter. So I take the candy fish by its fake fin to the produce guy, say, look, it's stiff and half the size of a real Swede. The color's not even right. I had an epiphany right there. It's time to get back in some saddle and start dating again. With a renewed sense of purpose, I apologize to the produce man, get some malted milk balls, go home, and sign up for Match.com. I write my profile in a bit of a hurry. I need to get back in the saddle who's game. Then realize that doesn't sound so good, and nobody likes cliches. So I redo it and try to be a little more myself. To paraphrase, I write about my life-altering running with a moose, my search for my yang, and hating Carl Jung for letting me know it was missing. I also write about puberty and a snorkel mask, though not in the same sentence. I mentioned learning the piano and going to a Buddhist college, majoring in knowing nothing, and not knowing if I got my money's worth. So I got my money's worth. No, wait. Okay. I post it and hope for the best. Next morning I check my email and ooh, I have become quite popular. I open a few and wonder when facial hair made a comeback. I trill the delete button. My piano skills are finally paying off. Delete. Then an email titled, "You're as whacked as me," slows my fingers and piques my curiosity. I try to punch in my Match.com password. Okay, what was my password again? Handsome rich? No. Wealthy cute? No. Handsome rich Adam birth year? No. Fuck me 1962, yes. I read his email. Hello, Kelly. You're cute. Are you wearing underwear in that second shot? It doesn't look like it. I like your profile, and what happened with the moose? My life is fine after puberty. Which yang are you looking for? I know where middle C is. Which middle C are you looking for? Hope to hear from you soon, Byron. I click his profile hoping, his glasses don't fit his face right, and he has that I smell a mold look. But I read his profile anyway. Tall, athletic, well-off, intellectual, speaks Japanese, a writer. Intellectual is spelled wrong, but who could fault him for that? I write him back and we set up a time and place. We meet at his favorite Japanese restaurant, and I recognize him immediately because he's the only solo guy in the place, and he's waving a sushi menu at me. He jumps up and spills his Sapporo beer. I know his reflexes are pretty good, but I also know he has shrunk a couple inches according to his profile. He introduces himself and then becomes very animated talking about the novel he's writing. It's about a computer named Laura that comes to life. Laura, Laura, Laura. I have since nicknamed him Novel Boy. He orders sushi and edamame in Japanese, which makes me overlook his lisp. Many people have overlooked my stuttering, so with that said, and being in the mindset of least effort, I deem him acceptable and worthy of another date. Next date, dinner at his place, which is a shrine to poverty. Piles of dirty clothes are sprawled on a stained futon, and coupons are scattered like orphan puzzle pieces on his kitchen table. Where's your view? I ask a little disappointed. He points to boxes of generic cornflakes that line his windowsill and smiles. Why all the cornflakes? I thought you were well off. I am well off, he says. Well off what? I ask, testing his humor. We eat a baguette with brie cheese, play Pandora, and try to rumba to the Gypsy Kings. You see my assignment so far? The next day, he sends me his novel to read. I do a quick skim and notice he has good punctuation, no more spelling errors. A few days later, my telephone rings. So, what do you think of my novel? I like your writing. You don't think chapter 3 is too long? Oh no, it's just the right size. And if it is too long, it's just the right extra length. A few days later, he invites me to the Boundary Waters, and I don't feel like going, but then a Swedish fish flashes in my mind, so I agree. Eagerly, he asks me, do you want to be in charge of food and kitchen, or fire, camping, and animal safety? I choose food and kitchen. We set out on our drive after loading his beat-up Honda. I grab the malted milk balls and start popping them. So, you like chapter 3? What size bra do you wear? Well, that depends whether I'm wearing my Designing Woman Delta Burke bra or my Lululemon Support bra. Ding! My mindfulness app chimes a bell. Potato Lady turned me on to it. It reminds me to think happy. I imagine playing with a puppy, which is supposed to raise my endorphins, or I sing, which is supposed to calm the nervous system. Do you know the way to San Jose? It works pretty good, too. So, you like my book? I have to tighten up chapter 4. He looks in the rearview mirror and combs his eyebrows with his index fingers. How many guy puppies slept with? I think I should name him Mr. Inappropriate. Well, I was alphabetizing them for a while, starting with Andre. Wait, Alex should come first. I told you I wasn't good at school. That was a transition period I'm not proud of. Then I say to Novel Boy, you know, I can withhold sex. Uh-oh, my filter's gone. A quick scan. I had an egg for breakfast. Blood sugar should be okay. Then I add, okay, I probably won't withhold sex, but I could. But I won't. I don't think I will. We drive along the aspens and the pines and pass a yellow sign with a moose on it, which makes me a little nervous. We arrive at the campsite and Byron transforms into Boy Scout and starts preparing a fire. Gather twigs, lots of them, he says. I begin my hunt by the lake and am mesmerized by the silvery orange reflection. I sit reflectively until I remember my twig mission. I scoop up a handful of twigs and trophy them back to camp. Those aren't twigs, they're sticks, Novel Boy says. Then he pulls out a joint. Bonus bell. I didn't know you smoke. It helps me write my novel. Of course it does, I say. All prey is sin, I bow my head. Pray then what? I'm an atheist. I always pray in before I smoke pot. Keeps the monkey mind and the bad vibes away. Think of it like verbal sage clearing the way. I don't get bad vibes. Of course you don't. Atheist, huh? What don't you not believe in? He looks a little confused. I believe in my novel. I believe in your navel too. It's a good navel. It's a good navel. It's a good navel. We smoke minus the praying. Nice out here. Uh-oh, shouldn't have taken that extra hit. My heart starts racing and monkey mind is swinging from branch to branch. Oh no. Novel Boy has morphed into a 5-year-old looking like it's his first day of kindergarten, minus the colored name tag. He's so scared and eager to please. He just wants love. Look at him holding that stupid stick. He's pitiful. I'm pitiful. Nothing I think means anything. Nothing means nothing. It's a meaningless world. My mind keeps racing. You're only as worthy as your buzz, or is it your buzz is only as worthy as you? Shit. I grab my phone to ask Suri about marijuana and induced psychosis. But no service. I ding the mindfulness bell in frantic succession, hoping to change the direction of my buzz. Ding, 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 ding. I love puppies. Da, 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 da. Oh, feeling better. I grab a beer and in gratitude, thank God for Diana Warwick and the Potato Lady. Morning rolls around and the shadow of the moon hangs on the soft blue sky. The wind has picked up and the waters are choppy. We make instant coffee and start the grits. Wind blows, Byron says. Technically, I think it sucks. It creates a vacuum. Didn't I tell you I scored 800 on the verbal GRE, he says. Yes, you told me you're really smart. I don't want people to think I think I'm really smart. I don't think people will think you're really smart. Idiot for thinking I'm so smart. Byron looks a little green around the gills. I did notice he finished off the 2-pound bag of malt balls last night. He belly flops and lands face down in the dirt. He seems content, darn right serene down there. Come, keep me company, he moans. Nah, well, okay. Then I say, you know, you got dirt on your face, did you know that? I bring him some coffee and grits and set the bowl down beside him. An aggressive squirrel makes an attempt at it. Byron doesn't even notice. He's still face down in the dirt, which makes me a little nervous. How to rouse him? I like your novel. It's great. You might get published. His head wiggles a little bit. Win a Pulitzer even. His head rises from the dirt. You think I'm as good as Hemingway? I only read The Tropic of Something and was drunk. Another transition period I'm not proud of. Then he says, it was Henry Miller who wrote the Tropic series. The squirrel is back sniffing Byron, but this time he jumps to his feet and grabs a stick, could be a twig, and chases it off. The squirrel's tail morphs into a big puffball and is circling our campsite, making funny noises. Byron sits down on the cooler, leaning back on a tree. He puts his head down like Rodin's The Thinker. Contemplating your novel? Get it? I got it. Ow, shit, he bolts upright. That squirrel bit my head. No way, I say. Yes way. He bows his balding head towards me. Is it bleeding? It was bleeding, but I didn't think he needed to spend the next hour converting the cooler into a trap. On squirrel watch for most of the morning, Byron keeps admiring his trap, saying, it's just a matter of time now. He gets a little bored and starts singing, Old Man River keeps on rolling. You know, I don't notice your lisp when you sing. You think I have a lisp? I like it. It adds character like your deformed feet. My deformed feet have taken me places. They work great, except when my toe rubs in my dress shoes. I've always had these feet. Come on, join in. No, I don't want to. Come on. Another epiphany right there next to the squirrel trap. I have to join in. There's no choice. I can't be hanging out in the produce department afraid to pick a potato. I have to commit. Say yes to the whole fucking catastrophe. It's a good thing, though. I join in. Old Man River keeps on rolling it. Another epiphany. Hey, 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 hey. I can change songs. Da-dee-da-da-da. Da-dee. Where's it go? I know you want it. I'm back in my saddle and have a hankering for some French fries. Might even make some mashed potatoes. Ira never caught the squirrel. We loaded our supplies back into his beat-up car and agreed that we weren't compatible as romantic partners. He speaks twig, I speak stick. He likes Hemingway, I like Miller. Truthfully, I can't get past the mold smell. But we agreed to be great friends, and we traveled to Costa Rica, Cambodia, and Vietnam together. I rejoined Match and met my boyfriend of 8 years, Axeman. I am committed, one potato, one problem, at least for now. Pay attention, class, what did we learn? Always praying before you smoke. Put some effort into it, chew those gummy bears. Don't be afraid to pick a potato. And we're not in trouble, we're in transition.